Xavier, and Antonio. It's the McCurry Band and Car Rental Big Game Friday night.
It's a 6A Region 7 showdown. An undefeated Muscle Shoals team hits the road to take on Athens in our Game of the Week.
While our rivalry Game of the Week brings another Rocket City showdown, Westminster makes the short trip to JP2 to take on the Falcons.
All right, hello and welcome into Big Game Friday night, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. Week 3 of the high school football season is finally here.
And it's been an interesting one so far, with more than 100 games taking place yesterday.
Yeah, that's right, but there was still plenty of action tonight, like at our Game of the Week, where the Muscle Shoals Trojans were in action against Athens in a big region showdown, and our own Xavier WAAY was on the sidelines.
The 1-2 Athens Golden Eagles host the 3-0 Muscle Shoals Trojans in this Class 6A Region 7 matchup. The Athens Golden Eagles are looking to get back in the win column after dropping their previous 2 matchups. How would they fare against this high-powered Muscle Shoals Trojans offense? This is our Big Game Friday night game of the week. Our Big Game Friday night game of the week brings us to Larry McCoy Field in Athens, where fans got to be a part of a nice t-shirt toss courtesy of WAAY 31 and the Athens High School cheerleaders. But on the field, it was all business as the 1-2 Athens Golden Eagles host the 3-0 Muscle Shoals Trojans in this Class 6A Region 7 matchup. In the first, quarterback Brogan Gross fakes the handoff and slings it down the field, connecting with Jay-Sean Ridgel for a first down. And later on the drive, Gross is going to look to air it out again. This time he finds Caden Dumas to help move the chains again for the Golden Eagles. And that eventually would set up this run by Larry Howard, who bounces this one to the outside and cruises into the end zone. Athens up 6-0. However, the Trojans would look to respond. Cole Woods takes the snap, roaming right, and with 6 points on his mind, he accelerates towards the end zone, but Athens stops him and he is forced out of bounds. But right before the end of the half, this time it's Woods. He's going to roll left and fire this pass to Marcus Goodlow in the end zone for the Trojans' touchdown. The Muscle Shoals would head into the locker room in a low-scoring first half, up 7-6. And in this back-and-forth contest, Muscle Shoals would come out and remain undefeated with a 28-20 victory over Athens. And the final score in this one is Muscle Shoals 28, Athens 20. I'm with Muscle Shoals head coach Scott Gaston. Coach, look, this is a different win from what you all had last week when you all won 68-0. What did you like from your guys out there tonight?
Well, I thought they outplayed us in the first half, and our guys kept fighting. Hats off to Athens. That's not the Athens team I've seen on film. They're getting better every week, and I don't think we had the same intensity as we've had in a couple of previous games we've played, but when you play in this league, everybody can beat everybody, and they're well coached, and we just made a couple more plays they did, and thankful for it.
I saw you all were huddled up here after the game. What was the message to your guys?
Well, just always celebrate the victories. We got to get better. You got to be ready to play no matter if you're home or on the road, and no matter who the opponent is. So, but celebrate the victories.
Okay, Coach. Well, again, congratulations on the victory. All right? Thank you so much. And again, that final score in this one is Muscle Shoals 28, Athens 20. Athens now goes to 1-3 on the season. Muscle Shoals remains undefeated at 4-0. But for now, reporting in Athens, Xavier WAAY, WAAY 31 Sports.
All right, thank you, Xavier. And taking a look at the other games from this week in that region, Decatur remains undefeated with a win over Coleman in triple overtime, moving to 4-0 for the first time since 2010, while Hartselle cruises past Columbia 63-6. And some really talented teams in that region this season.
Yeah, that as 6A in general. Fort Payne, one of those teams that's looking to have a pretty good season this year. The Wildcats in action tonight, hosting their region foe, Gaston City. We join the action with 10:42 left in the first. No score. Titans 3rd and 10 from midfield. Matthew Sparks sends one to Clyde Curry, adds a couple of more yards for a first down. Then later in the first, Fort Payne trying to get something going, but this pass is intercepted. This one's going the other way. Gaston City leads it 6-0. Near the end of the first now, Wildcats find themselves in another tight spot. 1st and 10 from their 4. Caden Du Bois looks for a hole, but the Titans stop him for a loss. That was the story all night long as Gaston City, they look good this season. They win it 18-0.
Class 7A Region 4 looks completely wide open. Any team could win that region title this year. Sparkman and Albertville matched up tonight in Harvest in another 7A showdown. And early on, the Senators getting something going. Quarterback Josh Ward back to pass. An absolute missile to Jonathan Rozier, and he's going to outrun the entire Aggie defense for a touchdown. Boom, 7-0 lead. The Aggies would try to respond, a handoff to Amin Cruz, but he's stopped by the Sparkman D, and that good defense would lead to results. The Senators with the big play here. Jaden Drip Thomas takes this one all the way to the goal line, and that sets up another score for Sparkman as they would take an early 14-0 lead as they hold on for a big win. 53-0, they move to 3-1 on the season.
Another 7A Region 4 matchup taking place tonight was the one going on at Louis Cruz Stadium. Huntsville looking to build on a win over Grissom from last week, taking on a James Clemens team licking its wounds from a Madison Bowl loss. And the Panthers would start this game hot. Jack McClung finding Hunk Hensley in the flats, and the wide receiver would take this one deep into Jets territory, which would lead to a field goal for Huntsville and a 3-0 lead. James Clemens would struggle to move the ball early on in this one. Gio Lopez finding Devon Cooper. He's able to make one miss, but the drive would end, and Huntsville would capitalize. McClung would air it out again. Check out the one-handed catch from Hensley to put the Panthers in the red zone. And then Carlin Long finishes off the drive with a touchdown scamper, but the JC Jets would rally back as they come from behind to win this one on the road, 27-23. In the other Region 4 games that took place this week, the Grissom Tigers fell to the Bob Jones Patriots. The final score 33-0, while Austin picked up a big road win over Florence last night, 26-14.
All right, let's change areas and head out to Elkmont tonight. An awesome setting for a region game between the Red Devils and Lauderdale County. And over at Boss Hill Stadium, it's Elkmont looking for their first win over the Tigers since 2009. But Lauderdale County wasting no time making a statement this evening. Check out the grab by Tuck Green to haul in this one off the bobble. That's concentration, folks. And that effort would put the Tigers in a good position. They punch it in. Micah Christensen fights his way into the end zone for 6. Elkmont couldn't get anything going, so with the ball back in their hands, the Tigers hand it off to Jalen Burden. He hits the gas, zigging and zagging downfield before a Red Devil takes him down by the face mask. So tack on some extra yardage with the already big play, and Lauderdale County wouldn't waste the opportunity. Jackson Lovelace rolls out and hits Christensen, who scores easily and then has to deal with some extracurriculars, but they wouldn't make a difference in this one. Lauderdale County rolls 58-0. The rest of 3A Region 8 was in action last night. Colbert County took down Phil Campbell 25-22, and the Panthers dominated in their matchup against the Colts, taking down Clements 52-8. Colbert Heights also got the win over Meek 24-17. Well, let's go ahead and blow our whistle for the first time out of the night.
Yeah, but don't go anywhere. When WAAY 31 returns, we welcome in Antonio Macbeth to talk rivalry game of the week.
Stay tuned for more big game Friday night on WAAY 31. Go Tigers!
It's the McCurry Big Game Friday night. It's the McCurry Big Game Friday night.
You're watching Big Game Friday night. Go
All right, welcome back into Big Game Friday night, everyone. We've still got loads of games to get to tonight, like at our Big Game Friday night rivalry game of the week. Highway 72, the only thing separating JP2 and Westminster Christian. And this game was back and forth early. JP2 trailing, looking to get back into this one, and they had some big plays tonight, like this one from Michael Duffy, getting the screen and picking up some yards. But what a game Watson Goodwin had on defense, pressuring the quarterback there to force a punt, and the Falcons would take over. I should say the Wildcats took over. Brandon Mush finding a wide open Owen Lockett, nothing but green grass, but he steps out of bounds. So Mush says, I'm gonna take this one myself all the way down to the goal line, and then they would hand it off to running back Charlie Billings. He's the antidote to get in for 6. Wildcats take this one 49-20. And for some post-game reaction from this one, we'll welcome in Antonio Macbeth. Antonio, you've been keeping your eye on this game all week.
What was your takeaway from this one, and who impressed you tonight?
So the big takeaway tonight was JP2 showing the fight, man. All season long, that offense has only scored 1 touchdown, and they got 20 points on the board tonight. Westminster Christian's a better football team, though. Brandon Mush, they've got the running back there as well. So it was no surprise that they were going to show up and get this thing done, but I like to see that fight.
Yeah, the Wildcats now 3-0 on the year. Next week, they take on Randolph in another crosstown matchup. That's going to be a really great game. Probably going to be our rivalry game of the week next week. Who do you have in that showdown, Antonio?
So it's hard to predict who I think is going to win the game, but I do know we've got two primetime players matching up with each other. We've got Brandon Mush going at it with Nick Strong, and Nick Strong plays both ends of the ball. You're going to see him on offense, but even had an interception tonight. So I like the matchup between two big-time players. Not ready to give a prediction just yet.
That's fair. All right, thanks, Antonio. We'll see you later on tonight.
And speaking of those Randolph Raiders, let's check out what they did. The Raiders at home hosting North Jackson, and Randolph would waste no time moving the ball. Andrew Hunter with a rocket to Grayson Davenport to take a 7-0 lead in the first, but North Jackson would strike back. Handoff to Diego Holt, and he's around the right side, breaking the tackle and setting up great field position for the Chiefs, and they would keep feeding him. Holt again, this time using his vision and speed to waltz into the end zone for another touchdown, but Randolph would keep airing it out. Hunter airs this one out for Keegan Morse. Jump ball, he comes down with it, and he's going to beat his man to the end zone. Randolph improves to 3-1 on the year with the 52-14 win over North Jackson. And some other 4A Region 8 teams squared off this Thursday. Madison County came away with their first win of the season over the New Hope Indians 14-7, while Priceville didn't hold back against the Patriots, dominating 47-zip.
All right, let's talk 5A football now. Ardmore in action tonight at home hosting region foe Lawrence County. The Red Devils shut out in their last 2 games. Could they get on the scoreboard tonight? 2 teams each looking for their second win of the season, and a Class 5A matchup at East Limestone. Brewers big play, the difference. That's what we're looking at. East Limestone Brewer, the difference in the first half. Quarterback Caden Childress takes it around the end, and this kid has some wheels. He's down the sideline. He's going to go 80 yards to the end zone. What a score for the Patriots. East Limestone coaching staff encouraging their defense. They played tough in the first half, but the Patriots strike on a second big play in the second quarter. This time it's a pass to Childress for the touchdown. He outruns the defense. He's into the end zone for 14-0 halftime lead. East Limestone got it inside the 10 twice in the first half, only to turn it over on downs both times. The final in this one, 27-21. The Brewer Patriots take it.
All right, let's stay in Limestone County for this next one. Ardmore at home tonight, taking on Lawrence County in a region showdown. And up by the borderline, it's the Tigers, as they're looking to make it 2 in a row against the Red Devils. Up 6-0, Lawrence County's Maddox Denham looks deep, but this pass is batted, and it's a tip drill. Tavion Cannon comes down with it, giving the Tigers another chance to score before the break. So eyeing the end zone, Ardmore pulls out the end around, and the Red Devils are just as fooled as I was Noah Stafford showing off the wheels for a huge game this time, and as the clock continues to wind down, they pull off one of the more impressive scores of the night. A handoff to the big man, Thomas Colston, and once this train starts rolling, it doesn't stop till it gets to the station. Lawrence County throws the entire defense at him, but it's not enough as he gets his way across the line. The extra point gave Ardmore the lead as the Tigers go on to win this one, 24-8. And some other teams in the region also going head-to-head last night. The Golden Tigers shut out West Point 27-0. Fairview also put 27 on the board as Good Hope couldn't keep up in a 27-6 win for the Aggies.
All right, let's take a time out tonight, but
when we
don't
come
go
back,
anywhere.
Yeah,
right?
when we come back, a more look at the action from across the field on Thursday.
Stay tuned for more Big Game Friday night on WAAY 31.
It's the McCurry Big Game Friday night. It's the McCurry Big Game Friday night.
The Athens High School Golden Eagle Marching Band, and you're watching Big Game Friday night on WAAY 31.
And a big congratulations to the Athens High School Marching Band for winning this week's Float Air Spirit Award.
Well deserved. The Golden Eagles Band bring that noise every week. Congratulations.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get back to some football tonight. Let's turn the clock back to Thursday when most area teams were playing. Let's begin at Douglas last night, where the Eagles were hosting an undefeated Guntersville team, and the Eagles looking for their first win over the Wildcats in 10 years. It would look like Douglas had something cooking early. Cooper Butler steams forward for a first down, but the Eagles would turn the ball over on downs, and Guntersville wouldn't waste a second. First snap, first possession, CJ Gomera finds the end zone. See you later, 6-0 Guntersville. On the next drive, the Eagles looking to get the points back. Eli Teal rolling to his right, looking downfield, but Brandon Fussell is right there to grab it as the Wildcats get rolling. They cap that drive with the score as well when Julian Jordan shows off the footwork as he fights his way across the line. Guntersville would go on the road and get the win, 40-6 over Douglas. All right, let's check in on some other big 5A matchups. Arab was in action tonight at Sardis and walked away with a 42-0 shutout victory, while Boaz made the trip to Crossville, and they also walk away with a shutout win, 55-0.
And a Game of the Year contender took place at Hazel Green last night in the Cotton Classic, the Trojans hosting the Bucks. So we go to Hazel Green for the Cotton Classic, where the Trojans and the Bucks were in action late in the first. Buckhorn is going to go for it on 4th down. Jack Roop airs it out deep down the sideline, connecting with Devin Chapman for the Bucks' first down. Just a few plays later, it's Roop taking the snap, and he's going to connect with Kyler Douglas in the back of the end zone to go up 13-0 over Hazel Green. The Trojans would look to make some noise offensively. Tavion Malloy takes the handoff, and he's going to have plenty of room for a crucial 14-yard pickup. However, the first down belonged to the Bucks. Roop would hand this one off to Shamarion Landrum, who's going to go ahead and take it across the goal line untouched. Buckhorn led this game 27-7, but Hazel Green would storm back and score on a last-second touchdown, winning it 49-42. Meanwhile, Lee continues their solid season as they roll in a Northside Bowl over Mae Jemison. The Generals take down the Jaguars 42-26.
In our final Friday night game, let's head out to Ider, where the Hornets were hosting North Sand Mountain. North Sand Mountain traveling to Ider tonight. Fans excited for this one. We'll pick up start of the third quarter with a narrow 7-6 lead. 2nd and 3 from midfield. Caden Gilly takes the handoff and takes off for a Bison first down. And then some more. 33 yards on this one, setting North Sand Mountain up for 2nd and 2 from the 20. And that's when Hank Farmer takes the handoff and powers through for a Bison touchdown. And they just kept rolling tonight as the Bison trouts Ider 42-18. Another big 2A Region 7 game took place last night as the Whitesburg Christian Warriors, they were undefeated going into the night, but they fell to Fife at home 49-6 in their first loss of this season. Here's a look at some other big games from tonight. Collinsville hit the road to take on Pisgah. They come up short. The Eagles winning that one 40-28, while Sandrock and Section squared off the Wildcats, winning this one 35-6. All right, well, let's go ahead and head out of this block and take our final time out.
It's the McCurry Big Game Friday night. It's the McCurry Big Game Friday night.
You're watching Big Game Friday night. Go Mountains!
Welcome back into Big Game Friday Night, everyone. We've just about hit all the biggest games from this week's slate.
Yeah, but there were a couple of schools in action out in the Shoals tonight. We haven't mentioned Phillips took on a Cherokee, and Phillips gets the win tonight, 50-14 over Cherokee, while the Shoals Christian traveled to Vino, where the Red Devils get the win, 44-16. Big win for Shoals Christian.
Some other scores from tonight: Asbury on the road at Susan Moore and took a big loss. The Bulldogs win 66-0, while Danville hosted J.P. Pennington tonight and came up short. The Tigers win 36-7.
All right, some great atmospheres tonight across all of North Alabama, especially over at JP2, where the Falcons were taking on a very talented Westminster team.
And that's where we catch up with this week's Premier Urgent Care Fan of the Night.
I'm Jerry Batcher. I'm the Big Game Friday Night Fan of the Night. Let's go Falcons!
How about that? Big congratulations to Jared Batcher. He is a senior at St. John Paul II and serves as the Student Government Association president and is also on the golf team. So big congratulations for Jared on winning this week's award. Before we go, though, let's take this time now to thank our radio sponsors for helping make this show possible. We really could not put this one on without them. All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap things up here tonight on Big Game Friday Night. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight.
And we'll finish things the same way we do every week with our Big Game Friday Night Top Lights. Good night, everybody.
Watching a special presentation of WAAY 31 Sports.